Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 1, and welcome to our presentation on language variety and social pressure in Guyana context. To illustrate this, we will prepare different scenarios of home, school, and among our peers. I am Caroline Ward.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Serena Sampson and I'm a student of English 1105.
My name is Irfan Badri, a member of Group 1, and I'm currently doing the course English 1105.
Good afternoon. My name is Nasa Chetram. I am a part of Group 1 and currently doing the course English 1105.
Hey guys, what's up?
Hi,
Hi.
Hey, what's going
what's
on?
going on?
Hi there, but I don't understand. I've been bored this for the Christmas to visit my family, and everybody just wants something. How about you, Nasty and Rena? How was your Christmas?
I visit Essequibo. Went by my auntie them. It was nice and quiet and peaceful.
Yeah, sound like I had a boring holiday, man. Me don't had enough food and I rest with my grandmother and everything. But I didn't realize how much time we spent liming.
Since I come back, I spend the Christmas by myself. Hope I bring back cake and food for me, cause me hungry bad.
And now me still tired, and I have to go back to work. Like I done fed up already.
Mm. Yeah, but we have talk about when you have been by your relatives, cause my grandmother start talk about how she like how I talk Creole, and cause nobody not gonna take me seriously if I talk so in public. Yeah, let's tell yeah, people let's tell y'all because I getting real irritated.
Yeah, girl, somebody that come by we
Mm.
want to start say how we just talk wrong. But me, I tell them, don't come around here with that.
Yeah, but Creole is this out the stack at home. Don't worry, let them tell you no stupidness.
Yeah, man, it's natural. There's nothing we really got changed. Don't stress. You can talk with me just like this.
Thanks, I really appreciate you, man. I try to let myself talk more Creole when we get together. Mm.
Well, at least we got you. So no scene, no
Yeah, yeah,
scene.
you know fight up with that.
Lord,
So in the scene that just played out, everybody was speaking Guyanese Creole naturally because that's the language we're more comfortable with within that space. But there was a sentence that sounded English even though it wasn't. That sentence was, I didn't even realize how much time we spent liming together. Now, this is what we refer to as unconscious code mixing. Without realizing it, the person mixed standard English with Creole vocabulary, the Creole vocabulary being the word liming. This is because in Guyana, we grew up hearing both Creole and standard English constantly. So the two blend together without us even noticing. This mixing we see is normal, especially in the home where there's less pressure to talk properly. But you can also see in some households people get corrected or encouraged to speak differently, usually because of ideas of education and respect. So even at home, these attitudes towards language start forming.
Good morning, class. How's everyone doing today?
Morning,
Come on.
sir.
We're
answer.
fine, thank you.
Sir, we're doing
All
good.
right. All right, class. Today we'll be talking about standard English and Creolese. Be honest, how many of you does mix it up when you're talking?
Me, sir.
Me too.
Star made us mix it up all the time. Like it just come out, I don't know, weird or somehow wrong.
Well, that's normal. Creolese is your first language for many of you.
Sir, when I does write exam, my brain is just freeze and go blank.
That is because you're thinking in Creolese and trying to translate. That takes a lot of practice.
And sometimes the answer does be right, but the wording does be completely wrong.
Yes, sir. And my parents just tell me to stop talk Creole because it just sung bad.
Well, that's a common misunderstanding. Creolese isn't bad, it's informal. Standard English, however, is formal.
So it's not that one better than the other.
Exactly, no. It's about the context.
But
Right.
sir, when me be talking with my friends, standard English is be too stiff and I feel uncomfortable because they are my friends.
Well, you shouldn't feel uncomfortable. That is fine. Imagine talking to your friend like an essay. Awkward, isn't it?
Yeah, but
Yes,
sir, it will still be bad. I don't know.
Well, the skill is knowing when to switch. In class, for example, exams, interviews, formal settings, standard English is more suitable. When we're at home with our friends and we're socializing, it's normal to use the Creolese.
so, sir, if we practice more standard English, your writing should be better, right?
Yes, it can. Language works together. Listening, speaking, reading, and also writing.
Alright, sir. I'm gonna try my best, but don't be vexed if the curlies slip out.
I won't just correct it and we carry on. That's how learning works.
Right, sir.
Yes,
Alright,
sir, thank
sir.
you.
All right, students. This was a important interaction with you guys.
I learned a lot.
Okay. In this scene, we see something a bit different happening. Even though the students were comfortable speaking among themselves, one of them expressed how their parents encouraged them to speak standard English to gain respect. That really reflects the colonial mindset.
Yes, precisely. And that's where English is valued or deemed superior because of its historical association with education and power. And to add to that, unlike the scenario at home, what happens here is conscience code switching. The teacher deliberately changes the way he is speaking to get his point across to the students. This shows how in Guyana, the people constantly adjust their speech depending on the situation.
Yeah, come back already. How was it?
Hey, bro. Why you miss out? We went talking with sir about language in we country, especially Creole is. I see different now and now I understand.
Yeah, man, before I thought curlies was just broken English.
But is now it is though. People are sight unprofessional.
I really thought so too, but I find out Creole is not though. We not understand it. It's a real language with rules.
Yeah, like in school and the workplace, standard English makes sense, but the one we there was with family and friend, we could use Creole.
So is who decide when we use standard English?
Man, look, you know society is everything become a
Mm-hmm.
children. So the education system and colonial history decide though. Then people value standard English more and make we language get looked down upon. So it is what it is.
But don't make curlies wrong. We Guyanese just speak both language.
We just mix it and we don't even know.
And look, when you see I there, I do the same because when you see I get conference at work and presentation, sometimes we could mix in.
So, throughout this course, I really only faced two struggles. One being the entry and the capacity of the class. So, on the general lectures on Wednesday, the capacity of the class is only 1,000 persons. So, if you join a bit late and that capacity is met, you're not allowed into the class until someone disconnects or drops out a call. The other one is the engagement due to the large number of students. So because it's not a small class, there's less engagement with all of the students, making the class a bit tedious and boring. But my recommendation I have for the University of Guyana is just to really brainstorm some ways to make the lectures more engaging, whether it's breakout rooms or having polls, just some little additives to be more engaging.
For me, this course was exceptionally difficult because it was done online and I really struggled to maintain focus throughout the 2 hours that class was held. However, what helped was the activities and discussions the lecturers had us go through. It really assisted me in grasping the concepts and maintaining my focus. In addition, another issue with the course being done online is that sometimes students would, and myself, would miss classes due to the Zoom capacity or technical difficulties. So I would just recommend the University of Guyana to really look into some ways to reduce this so we students don't miss out on key course content.
Alright, so one of my challenge that I had for the course is the timing for the classes. Sometimes it's difficult to be part of the class at a certain time. If time is in the afternoon, sometimes some other obligation has to be taken into consider, and sometimes it's difficult to shuffle from class to whatever responsibility is had come up. So this is for me the only challenge that I had for the course English 1105. Maybe the recommendation maybe to give more suitable timings, like probably more time in the night, in the evening, so that when we're settled, like especially students that are working, that has jobs, they could after in the afternoon they could join the class, like in the evening classes. So that's the only struggle that I face for the course.
For me, the struggle which was most difficult for me was actually code mixing, as in trying to differentiate when to switch from standard English into Creolese without leaving a gap. As well, I was feeling kind of confused of whether or not about how the language is going to sound and the pronunciations. Along with me thinking out loud of if I'm going to be discriminated or stigmatized with a nickname among my peers, and whether or not if I get this presentation correct or not. That was my struggle while doing this video presentation. On the other hand, for my recommendation, for our ENG course 1105, instead of us viewing Creolese as being wrong, I think that they should rather teach us the right way and allow us to learn it, that Creolese is actually our primary language. And we should learn both Creolese and Standard English, but we must just know how to incorporate both, whether in a formal communication setting or amongst our peers, since this is a reflection of our culture and history. We must also be able to embrace the language, since this highlights our national identity among the Caribbean nation.